Let's take them back.
Yeah, 94. As the preacher takes the pulpit, fix your coat, prepare for 40 below.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Knicks in New York. For New York, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games. They can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position to make something special happen at the end of the year.
Excellent use of the word mundane, by the way. How about you, Shaq?
Well, Monday, experience told me when you need to go hard and when you need to pull back. You know, the best veterans will be there when it matters the most.
That's mundane, not
okay, I thought
Monday.
you said Monday.
Like mundane Tuesday, Wednesday,
Okay.
Thursday.
Got it, my bad.
Two different things.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
For a win against an Eastern Conference rival, the Orlando Magic are ready for this thing to get started. Welcome to Noche Latina here in the NBA. A Latin flavor to the night's festivity as we get ready to go. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Take a look at the Knicks. Look at this team, third from last in the East, just not the way they had hoped this season would play out.
You know, this is a bit of a quirk in the schedule. They're going to play this team on their home court first, and then in the next game, they'll be on the opponent's home court. So it's almost like a mini-series, and it creates some interesting scenarios in terms of how you approach it. But it is just 2 games on the schedule, so ultimately, that's how you deal with it.
Yeah, and I love the home and homes. I mean, I think they're a lot of fun. You're right, it really is like a mini-series. So definitely some bragging rights at stake here at the least.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Orlando, Peyton and Oladipo, the explosive backcourt pair. Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. And it's Vucevic in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
There.
Freak passes to Carmelo. And he gets it to go. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Knicks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Here's Oladipo after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. And it's Vucevic missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Freak kicks to Anthony. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Peyton with the ball. 14 points from him the last game against Golden State.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Shoots from 12. And Harris wide open. He shoots offline with his three.
3 misses to start the game. Still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
2 shots.
That's good from Anthony. And he can't hit the second. The Magic have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Harris. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
To the paint. The kick out to Aflalo. It's taken away by Payton. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got his 3rd rebound on the night.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Aflalo dishes to Smith. Rebound by the Magic. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And really, I just felt like they didn't compete, particularly on the backboard. Probably their weakest area in that game.
Well, they weren't doing their work early. They weren't carving out space for themselves under the glass. And guys just weren't working hard enough in my estimation.
Orlando shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group. Only around 75%.
Free throw no good from Gordon. The Knicks with the lead. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Freak. Anthony's got 5 points so far.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
A wide open look here for Oladipo. And the first shot of the night for him missing. Anthony, the pass to Freak. Back to Anthony. And there's the feed to Smith. Knocks down the 3-ball. Smith's got his second basket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Harris. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Anthony with it. Now Payton defending. Smith outside. Inside. Here's Lopez. Nice D from Oladipo. The Magic trail by 6. Harris outside. The baseline J. And the jumper falls for him. Harris has got his second bucket tonight.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
Out to Anthony. To the middle. Here's Lopez. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Freak kicks to Lopez. The dish to Freak. New York moving the ball around. Smith, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
The Knicks leading by 4. Here's Freak. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And that one's good.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Anthony on the wing. Shoots from the baseline. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Feeds it to Vucevic. The shot is off. And New York the other way now. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Proficient in that game at the offensive end of the floor. I mean, their passing was dynamic and their shot selection was superb.
You do those two things hand in hand, Greg, you know the result. You move the ball like they did and take smart, good shots, you're coming away with a lot of wins.
A chance here to quickly focus on shooting guards around the NBA and see who the top assist men have been since the All-Star break. Victor Oladipo, fourth.
And what that group has importance of ball movement. I mean, they can all create their own shot, but their superb ability to set up teammates really stands out.
Yeah, I think you've got to attribute it to the unselfish attitude that each of them has. I mean, sure, they're going to attack and make sure they get their points, but they get just as much satisfaction in racking up assists, too.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's coming off a 13-point game against Golden State.
Yeah, not to mention the 4 big steals on the night, getting after it on both ends. And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him. When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Robinson's checked in for Smith. Williams comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Barbosa in for Aaron Aflalo. Almost, but it rolls out.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now here's Freak. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. Porzingis can't hit.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Kicks it to Calderon. The Magic again can't hit.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Tries again, and it's blocked. And they get it back. Pass to Barbosa. He kicks it to Freak. The pass to Porzingis. Williams dishes to Freak. He feeds it to Barbosa. Passes to Freak. Shot clock at 5. To the middle. Here's Robinson. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Robinson's got his first 2 points of the night. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Calderon, no good.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Porzingis passes to Freak, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot. Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw off from Freak.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, Clark, there's an intimidation factor, a physicality that they've brought that comes into play.
Here's Freak. The Magic getting the bucket. Right wing. Right side Robinson. Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. Three-pointer, and he gets the bucket. Porzingis has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Harris, there it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Here's Freak, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Go on and give it up.
into the paint. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
We've got a moment here. Let's look at the last month and the Knicks and how they ranked in the NBA. First in fewest turnovers a game, third in fast break points, and they also show up in the top 5 in assists. They've got scores, and they're a pretty good passing team as well.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you.
Now here's Freak. 8 points for him. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for 8 seconds. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Look at Orlando. They're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs. And, of course, New York, just a few spots below there.
And right now for the Knicks, one thing they don't have to worry about is not having enough free time this summer, because they're not going anywhere near the postseason.
Well, I tell you what, their front office better not be counting on any time off, because they've got a bunch of work to do this offseason.
Now here is Barbosa. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Williams kicks to Barbosa. He dishes it to Freak. 6 to shoot. And it's Orlando with the rebound. 1:35 left in the first quarter. Here's Trichet. The Knicks pull it in. Freak's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Porzingis passes to Williams. Dishes it to Freak. Down low. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. The Magic trail by 9. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, Kevin. The head coach for Orlando gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said the player he'll be watching closely in this matchup is Thomas Robinson. He added, you have to respect the energy he brings to the game. That'll be the challenge for our bigs, is matching that energy and physicality. Guys, Robinson, a guy with a growing skill set, but it's still that athleticism and hustle that's really his calling card. Back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. He hits both from the stripe. The Knicks leading by 7. Freak kicks to Williams. Stolen. Here's Azania. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State.
And I thought the contribution he made by just generating contact, getting to the line, was outstanding, guys. I mean, he picked up a lot of points at the stripe.
And that one's good.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
That's to Porzingis. There's a screen by Robinson. Williams next for 2. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Dedmon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Rebound by Williams.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Freak kicks to Williams. The feed to Freak. For 3, Barbosa. The shot no good. Calderon. The shot no good. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Knicks. They lead by 5. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And before the game, Carmelo Anthony talked about how he prepares himself mentally to carry this team.
It's easy. It's basketball. It's out there having fun. It's out there working together. The biggest thing is the defensive end. As long as we keep that up, we're going to score enough points to, possibly win basketball games. So I'm definitely not concerned from that aspect of it.
You don't hear too many players, Greg, saying it's easy and they're not too concerned.
Yeah, or talking about possibly winning basketball games. But I have a feeling he's more concerned than he talks about, and when he says it's easy. It may be for him, but it sure didn't look easy for the Knicks last season.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then there's Isaiah Cannon. And it's Anthony in at the small forward position. They're the group New York will start the second with. Here are the Magic now, following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Oladipo for three. Nice D from Freak. New York leading by 3. We're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Just 5 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Cannon. And the shot no good, a bit short.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Here's Payton. It's rebounded by Porzingis. The Knicks shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And that one's good. Freak's got 10 points in the game.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And then Oladipo with the jam.
And you talk about momentum. That sort of action delivers a type of energy to your team that you just can't quantify.
You know what? I'm going to quantify it right now, Clark. And this is a close game, and that was something special.
And really, in a game, you guys, in a game like this, though, when you have a chance to send a message, you do. And boy, did he ever on that play.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia for the Knicks. Smith checked in for Porzingis. And it's a follow in for Freak. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. New York leading by 5. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Boy, a good night so far for Freak. 8 rebounds, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Free throw good. Freak.
I love it. And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Magic trail by 7. Here's the screen. Calderon kicks to Dedmon. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Knicks have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. The dish to Barbosa. Outside Williams. New York moving the ball around. Porzingis. That one falls. His 2nd basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. Orlando's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Now here's Calderon. Defense is right there. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
That's good from Harris. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front.
This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. In third, the Knicks.
They've been playing an exciting brand of basketball during that time. I mean, taking every chance to get out in the open floor.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. The Magic trail by 7. Here's Azania. Powered down after the assist led him into the lane.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Shooting for New York, Leandro Barbosa. Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. That one is no good. The Magic trail by 6. Here's Trichet. It's rebounded by New York. Freak's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Feeds to Robinson. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Calderon. Here's Freak. Williams kicks to Robinson. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. 6 points for Robinson.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Kicks it to Harris. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks just played phenomenal. He finished 21 points and also had an incredible amount of assists, really setting his teammates up every minute on the court. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance.
Yeah, that's certainly one that we'll be talking about here for a long time.
I'd say it would make it to his greatest hit spot. No doubt about it.
Here's Azania following the basket by Freak. Shoots. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Azania.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Now here's Freak. 15 points in the game, and stolen by Harris. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Trichet and Orlando again with the bucket.
Assist from Jose.
The Knicks leading by 4. And here's Freak. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Now Calderon. Pass to Harris. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Knicks lead by 4. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, looking at the stats, it's hard to doubt you have been the #1 factor for your team. Do you feel like you're controlling the paint right now?
play when we can look at second chances and get a lot of one-and-dones on defense. I think we should be able to keep it going next half as well. Yeah.
Your mindset is working. Well done. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's just been terrific.
And a double-double in just one half of basketball? You can't ask for anything more as a coach, teammate, or fan.
The Knicks leading by 4 on the court for Orlando. Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. Payton and Oladipo, the explosive backcourt pair. And it's Vucevic in its center.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Now here's Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Harris. No good. Anthony with the defensive effort.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Greg, simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Here's Vucevic. They get it back. Through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
Now here's Anthony. Lets it go from 11, and it's off the back rim. No good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And Oladipo has it in the corner. And the pass to Vucevic. That's good. Vucevic has got 6.
I can't believe defenders are not aware. They cannot allow him that position.
Yeah, you're right about that, Greg. He's put a no trespassing allowed on that spot of the floor. It's all his.
Passes it to Harris. The wide open look here for Vucevic. Good. And Harris gets the assist. 8 points for Vucevic.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Smith kicks to Aflalo. New York moving the ball around. Here's Freak. Vucevic with the block. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
And it's Freak missing.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room. Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Anthony with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. New York, no good that time either.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Offensive rebound. Here's Vucevic, and he banks in the layup. Vucevic has got 10.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor, isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Now a chance to see the numbers for Payton. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. He's around 10 points per game, 7 assists and 4 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
You know, the scheme just seems to run much more smoothly when he's in the game because he knows where everybody is at all times.
Freak passes to Smith. Lopez a screen. Freak kicks to Anthony. Lopez sets a screen for Anthony. He feeds it to Aflalo. Smith with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Back to Smith. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Smith's got 4 points in the quarter. Here's Orlando now. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Payton drives in. Gordon dishes to Oladipo. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. And New York making a change here. Cannon's checked in. Fournier's checked in for Orlando. For Orlando, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. The free throw drops for Oladipo. Knicks trail by 6. Freak kicks to Lopez. Down low, Anthony, and that one's good. Anthony's got 8 points.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Now, here's Oladipo. Not a lot of room. He kicks it to Fournier. His three-pointers off the mark.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open. Boy, can he finish in the paint. That's one thing we know he's good at.
Pick by Vucevic. Payton kicks to Vucevic. Oladipo for 3, and he gets it to go. 14 points for him.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Smith with a screen on Oladipo. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact by the officials.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And he knocks down the first one.
Come on, let's go. Keep it going, keep it going.
So he gets them both. Magic leading by 3. Payton passes to Fournier. To the inside, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. And here's a group of players that have really been showcasing their versatility recently. The leading three-point shooters among centers and power forwards over the last 10 games. Second is Josh Smith.
Now, you know, there was a time in the league when you wouldn't see a group of big guys like this, but the game has evolved. Versatility now is why we see so many bigs that can just flat out shoot it from anywhere.
And these guys are really incredible. I mean, on one trip, they give you points in the paint. On the next trip, they give you points behind the arc. Boy, talk about range and versatility in spades. You got it. I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really falling off.
Anthony dishes to Cannon. It's off his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Zingas, he's checked in for Robin Lopez. Now here's Freak, guarded by Oladipo. Pass to Porzingis from 13. That's good on the jump shot. Porzingis has got 7.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game. What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Knicks trail by 5. Here's Freak. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of play.
I want you to focus on getting to the rim. Let's look to attack quickly. We need high percentage shots. Move the ball around and make the defense rotate.
Over the last month, let's see how the Magic performed in the NBA statistics. 10th in blocks, 13th in field goal percentage. Top half of the league distributing the basketball as well. Not too shabby, room for improvement, but acceptable.
And going back to their block shots, they're fearless, challenging shooters and contesting everything. You end up on a few posters, but I love that willingness to take a stand defensively.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. For Orlando, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Knicks trail by 4. Pass to Porzingis. Some nice passing by New York here. It's Anthony with the drive. Soft touch off the glass. Anthony's got 10.
That's a heads-up play there on offense. The pump fake cleared the way for the nice layup.
Dishes it to Fournier. It's stolen by Anthony. Inside, here's Cannon. No good. That would have tied it. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Vucevic has screen on Anthony. Fournier, that's for 2. Kept alive Orlando. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 10 points in just the second half.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Here's Cannon. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Porzingis passes to Cannon. Just 5 to shoot. Anthony from out on the wing, he knocks it down. Anthony's got 6 points in the quarter. Now here's Payton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. To the paint, here's Vucevic. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 5th assist in this one.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for New York. Hezonja, he's checked in for Orlando. Calderon comes in for Payton. Freak with it. 19 points in the game. 5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Robinson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Robinson's got 8.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Gordon with the screen for Calderon. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know, he doesn't miss too many open looks like that. You know, there's no fear out of him, guys. I mean, going straight to the hoop against a much bigger defender, he's got a lot of heart.
Picked by Vucevic. Calderon kicks to Vucevic. The shot is off. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Freak dishes to Carmelo. To tie. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. Anthony's got 14.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really, all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
Now here's Freak. Following the miss by Aaron Gordon. The pass to Porzingis. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And now it's a 3-point New York lead. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Vucevic setting the pick for Calderon. Inside, looking to end the run. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. 18 points for Vucevic. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Robinson passes to Freak. He dishes it to Anthony. Offline with his 3. The Magic shooting almost 60% from the field here in the third. They are really feeling it. Outside Gordon. Calderon kicks to Vucevic. And it's Freak with the rebound. Freak's got rebound number 13 with that last one. To the inside. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Freak. 10 points for Robinson.
What a nice feed. And that assist gives him a triple-double. That's my kind of player. Versatile as baking soda. Multi-uses, multi-dimensional. He can do it all.
Here's Azania. He's got 8. Derek Williams, he checked in for New York. Flalo comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And a switcher also for Orlando. Harris is checked in. .112 left in the third quarter. Calderon dishes to Vucevic. Goes up on the block. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Vucevic has got 16 points here in the second half. The Knicks with the lead. Freak with it. Picked up by Harris. Here's Freak. Got a hand on it. Calderon against the Flalo. They set the pick. Here's Azania. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Here's Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Here's Harris. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Freak passes to a Flalo. Off the left rim and out. With 2 seconds left. No good. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Knicks. They lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. The Magic trail by 4. Freak in at point guard. Derek Williams is out there with Smith. Then there's Robin Lopez, and it's a Flalo in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now. Vucevic with the bucket.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Now here's Freak, covered by Payton. Smith kicks to Williams. New York moving the ball around. On its way from a Flalo for 2. Misses off the right iron.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
To tie it up. And it's laid up and in by Harris. Harris has got the game tied up here for the Magic.
And he just big boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend. And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Payton drives in. Clock at 6. It's taken away by Smith. Here's Williams. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Now it's a 4-point New York lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And he makes the first.
You look at what Harris has done so far. 8 rebounds, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
Anthony's checked in for Derek Williams. Now here's Anthony. The offensive rebound. Lopez. No good.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And there's the feed to Harris. That drops. Harris has got 9 points now in just the second half.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
That bucket in no time at all. The Magic have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. To the inside. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Payton. Payton's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Puts up a 3. Anthony missing again. The Magic have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Oladipo. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Now here's Freak, covered by Payton. Smith dishes to a Flalo. Feeds it to Anthony. Here's Smith. Another shot, and Anthony lays it up and in.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you better off sending him to the free throw lines than to have him get that good a look.
They set the pick. Payton outside. There's the dish to Vucevic. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Anthony left side. From 12 feet out. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Payton with the ball. Out defended by Freak. Oladipo for 3. Rebounded by Anthony.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
On the wing of Flalo. Outside Anthony. Lets it fly from 18. Second chance shot. And the nice bucket inside from Lopez.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Now here's Oladipo. Kicks to Vucevic. Passes it to Harris. Got it. Good job in the low post. Harris has got it all tied up now for the Magic.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over.
Gordon's checked in for Evan Fournier.
Soft.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Freak kicks to Smith. Lopez a screen. Anthony nowhere around. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Anthony's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Oladipo after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Clark, neither team with a big advantage here in the fourth quarter.
5 times we've had the lead switch so far. I mean, back and forth we go.
And Clark, that could rise again before we're through.
Now here's Freak. Anthony on the wing. Off target from outside. Flalo against Payton. Oladipo left side. Down low. Lopez with the steal. Jumps up. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Vucevic with the bucket.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Freak passes to Smith. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Picked by Vucevic. And Oladipo, here we go. Ring shot on the way. It's rebounded by New York. Flalo's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Freak dishes to Anthony. Here's Freak. From outside, off the mark. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Picked by Vucevic. Payton kicks to Oladipo. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. A second chance effort and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The free throw drops for Gordon.
You know, you've got to like the fact that they're getting to the line. And on top of that, they're making their free throws in this half. That bodes well going forward.
Zinkas, he's checked in for New York. Knicks trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
Lopez against Gordon, and it's blocked by Gordon. But they'll get another chance. Here's Freak, just 5 to shoot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
2 shots.
Free throw good. Freak.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Keep it up.
And both free throws good from Freak. Orlando with the ball. And here is Payton. Here's Trichet. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 9th assist in the game now. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
The Magic making a switch here. Hazanya's checked in. Afflalo outside. Out to the right wing. Freak passes to Anthony. 11 feet away. The shot no good. And stolen by Freak. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Freak's got the game tied up here for the Knicks. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Payton passes to Hazanya from the high post. No luck. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Now Freak has to Porzingis from the arc. It's rebounded by Payton. Payton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the basket by Harris.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
New York's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Took him no time at all on that one. And it's now 22 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Now here's Freak. Misses the 3. Payton drives in. And stolen by Freak. And stolen by Harris. Payton outside, inside, Vucevic, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, he's got 16 rebounds and some big-time point production as well.
Offensively, defensively, man, he has done it all.
All hustle, non-stop effort. He just doesn't quit. Great resilience and relentlessness in his play.
And both free throws good for Vucevic.
He's really the guy you want on the stripe in that situation. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's clutch.
And Freak throws it down.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over that break, I listened in on what head coach for the Magic was getting across in the huddle. As this game enters winning time, and it really could go either way, he wanted the chance to check in, make sure they're all on the same page, and sticking to the game plan to close it out. Kevin?
Here's Payton. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And the Magic lead by 2.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Pass to Carmelo. Freak sets a screen for Anthony. He feeds it to Freak. Clock at 4. Good. Freak's got 12 points now in the quarter.
A very impressive fourth quarter from him so far. He's knocked down 5 of 7 from the floor.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Come on and give it up.
.136 left in the fourth quarter. Payton kicks to Vucevic. Now the pass to Hazanya. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Inside, got a piece of it. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Good on the first, and that gives them the lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
Anthony kicks to Lopez. Dishes it to Anthony. Lopez left side. Pulls up on the wing. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Lopez has got it all tied up now for New York.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
Shooting for New York. Free. 2 shots.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
The feed now to Payton. Here's Harris. Right between the eyes.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
There's Freak. The shot is off. Payton with some nice D. 27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Picked by Vucevic. Payton drives in, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Spread the floor and let's get to the rim. Attack immediately. We're going to extend this game by fouling, so we have plenty of time, fellas. We need to rush.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Anthony. Freak with it. He kicks it to Anthony. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Jose, congratulations on the win here tonight. How important was winning this game following your last loss to try to reestablish some momentum?
Well, I think we played better. I think we're getting confidence. I know it was a bad loss, but we know what we have to do to win games. We got to be really concentrate. That's what we do. Everybody got to be on the same page. Keep helping each other. That's how a team win games.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Nikola Vucevic. He simply had a dominant third quarter, and it quickly became apparent he wanted to exert his control over the tempo of the game.
Let me tell you guys, Vucevic has a lot going for him, and I'm not talking about the cool name. His basketball IQ is crazy high. He makes great decisions and rarely turns it over.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is...
Somebody's so far.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Orlando Magic at Amway Center. Well, for Orlando, they're not satisfied with the record over the last 10 games. Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. There are a lot of really exciting players in Orlando. Some freakish athletes, to say the least. Which Magic player, would you say, Kenny, is the most exciting to watch?
Ooh, most exciting? But most intriguing I'm waiting to see probably is Aaron Gordon. You know, he didn't get a lot of chances last season, but he showed he could be a load and have a handful of athletic plays that will get you on our show on 2K Sports.
That's a good choice, Kenny, but I'm going to go with my main man, Victor Oladipo. He's slowly growing into a star, and he can play both guard spots.
How about some Elfrid Payton,
Ooh,
too?
I like Elfrid. I love the hair, man. If I had his hair, I would give $5,000 for every strand.
If I had his hair, I would cut it off and become bald.
Oh, I like his hair.
Time for tip. We send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
The beautiful waters of Lake Eola here in downtown Orlando, Florida. We are live from Amway Center for an Eastern Conference contest with the Magic in Orlando. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for Noche Latina, the NBA's celebration of the Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Only one game away from New York here. The Knicks will be back home for the next one. In second to last place in the East, nothing's come easy for them this season.
This is the second game of a home and away. The last time they lost on their home court. Now they're playing this team on the road. So they're looking for a little payback here, a little revenge in this next meeting.
It'll definitely allow them an opportunity to save some face if they can pull this one out. But they're already behind the 8 ball after that last loss at home.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And New York looking at who they've got. Freak in at point guard. Anthony is out there with Smith. Then there's Aflalo, and it's Lopez in at the 5 roaming the paint. Now here's Aflalo. Smith on the wing. It's hauled in by Gordon. Oladipo with the ball. Now guarded by Aflalo. Oladipo misses. Orlando on D. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The head coach for Orlando gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said that they will be focusing a lot of their defensive effort into slowing down Carmelo Anthony. I asked him for specifics, and he said, Melo is such a dynamic player, there really isn't any single thing we'll do that will be the answer. Instead, we're just going to throw everything we have at him and see how he handles it. Guys?
And as always, Doris, thank you. The first free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe. So it's Orlando now. It's a three-point game. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Taken away by Anthony. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. And Freak throws it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
That is good. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Right through the D for the layup. Freak's got 6.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And the basket by Harris. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Freak kicks to Aflalo. Lopez a screen. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And that one's good.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And Freak gets it to go on the assist from Lopez. And that's now 8 points for Freak. Payton kicks to Harris. Second shot opportunity. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Now here is Harris. A 23-point game for him in the win against New York.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
And it's Freak missing. The Magic trail by 7. Now Harris. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Anthony with it, picked up by Harris. And the dunk by Lopez.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Here's Payton, following the score by New York. To the middle, here's Vucevic. Good D by Lopez.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And he gets it to go.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Let's get a look at a group of point guards who have been rolling in the second half of the season with some very important and impressive point totals. Freak, third.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in our league. I mean, to see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
Yeah, and that's the age we're living in right now. I mean, it's not uncommon to see a point guard lead his team in scoring, which used to be almost unheard of. And these guys here are all capable of carrying the scoring load for their team on any given night.
Now, here's Oladipo. He had 19 points in the win against New York.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Payton kicks to Harris. Nails it with a hand in his face. Harris has got 6.
Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
Got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
Here's Anthony. Here's Freak. It's stolen by Vucevic. It's 2-on-1. Here's Payton. Count that one. Payton's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Magic.
You know, Kevin, it doesn't matter that he's one of the slower guys on the floor, especially when he gets that wide lane to the rim.
And that one's good. Freak.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here's Payton. It's rebounded by New York. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not. And that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. I mean, they left too much cheese at the foul line. And in the end, it mattered on the scoreboard and cost them.
The Knicks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the first one at the line is good.
Some fantastic numbers for Freak. He's already up to 11 points, and he's contributed 3 points from the line, too.
And those free throws add up, guys. That is extra offense.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
You know, a team's rebounding is one of the great measures of its energy, and theirs has been terrific in the first quarter.
Yeah, they've brought it in terms of having another level of intensity right from the tip.
Now here is Harris. 6 points for him. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Magic shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line right here. He misses the free throw. Zinkas, he's checked in for Robin Lopez. And the 2nd free throw, good. The Knicks leading by 10. Anthony kicks to Smith. Shot from free throw range. No good off the front iron. Orlando, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Here's Payton. Excellent D there from Anthony. New York's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Aflalo dishes to Freak. And Aflalo kicks to Smith. Fires from the wing. Smith missing again.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Harris. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
They set the pick. On its way from Aflalo for 2. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
They haven't been able to stifle him defensively here.
No, to the contrary. They haven't provided much resistance at all. And in this game, you've got to play both ends of the floor.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging not over 13 points a game.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Derek Fisher had some words. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach wants him to go from one of the key guys to the key guy. And from the way he responded in the huddle, I think he's up to the challenge. So still in the opening quarter, and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Now, here's Vucevic. He had 28 points in the win against the Knicks in New York.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge. They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Now, here's Calderon following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Calderon passes to Hazanya. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Now here's Freak. Last game he had 34 points. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Anthony. Launches a 3. And again, New York with the triple.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Harris outside. Pass to Vucevic. It's deflected. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Vucevic. And a switcher also for New York. Williams, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. Here's Hazanya. He had 10 points in the win against the Knicks in New York. 4 on the clock. The Magic again can't hit.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Here's Williams. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And the Knicks lead by 17. Well, Orlando shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Here's Hazanya. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Porzingis. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Robinson a screen on Harris. New York needs to get off a shot. And it's Freak missing.
Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Here's Hazanya. Connects from three-point range. Hazanya's got 5 points so far.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And here we go with the Magic fast break. Calderon leading the charge. Here's Harris. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. 10 points for Tobias Harris.
This quarter has brought out the best in him, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Williams dishes to Robinson. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Harris, and 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Deflects the pass. Here's Hazanya, guarded by Robinson. Stolen by Robinson. And here we go with Barbosa, heading to the hoop.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to. Stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. And Hazanya gets it to go.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Calderon. And it's Freak missing. Now here's Calderon. Here's Hazanya. Here's Dedmon. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Knicks lead by 12.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team out there today.
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Fournier out there with Payton. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Cannon. The shot misses. Great D that time from Payton. The Magic trail by 12 to the wing right side. The three. Offensive rebound. Here's Trichet. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Freak kicks to Lopez. He hits it from 9. Lopez has got his third bucket of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Fournier for 3, and again, it's the Magic from deep.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Cannon, the pass to Freak. Smith against Gordon. Smith, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Gordon dishes to Fournier. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
And the Magic making a change here. Oladipo's checked in. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for New York. And here are the Knicks. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Vucevic. Harris comes in for Aaron Gordon. Isanya, he's checked in for Fournier. And it's Calderon in for Payton.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
One shot.
Good call.
One shot.
Free throw good. Freak. The Magic trail by 19. Calderon kicks to Harris. No good. And New York will come the other way. Last time they met in New York.
And nothing to be ashamed about in that game. It was a great effort, I thought, all around. They just needed to have 1 or 2 breaks go their way.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you know, both teams I thought played well enough to win the ball game, yet it doesn't work out that way. There are no ties, so unfortunately they were the ones who came up short.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Magic dancers.
And with the moment, let's check out the stats for Freak. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable, putting up about 25 points per game, 12 assists, and 7 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
Passes it to Porzingis. New York moving it around. He dishes it to Barbosa. Williams passes to Porzingis. Clock at 6. There's a screen by Robinson. Freak kicks to Barbosa. Here's Porzingis. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Dedmon's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Isanya.
Major League big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Magic was simply terrific. He ended up with 34 points, and that was just the start of it, notching a triple-double for his effort in what was quite a display from him. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And, you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Porzingis passes to Freak. They get a hand on it. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Here's Dedmon, and it's denied. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Why don't we go to the 2K leaderboard? Over the past month, these teams have been playing a very entertaining brand of basketball. In third, the Knicks.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Robinson kicks to Barbosa. It's Freak, top of the key. Back to Barbosa. Here's Freak. Offensive rebound. Robinson goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
Robinson sets a screen for Freak. Back to Barbosa. It's stolen by Oladipo. He kicks to Calderon. Dishes it to Harris. The stupendous finish in traffic. Harris has got 12. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Calderon. Williams dishes to Barbosa. Back to Williams. It's Robinson high post. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the three ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
To the right side. Here's Azania, and it's Orlando with another.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
The Knicks leading by 16. Freak passes to Robinson. And it's blocked. The pass to Hazania. This one for three. It's rebounded by New York. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
And here's Oladipo. Takes the three. No luck. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's the Knicks. They lead by 18. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
So, Carmelo, what has been the focus for this team during the first half of play?
Well, we're doing it on both ends of the court. We're bumping down on the defensive end. We're sharing the ball offensively, making good plays, you know, challenging every possession count, and we're doing that the first half.
Nice to see it come together on both sides of the ball, Melo. Thanks for the time. Gentlemen?
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Freak, he's in at the point. Robin Lopez out there with Smith. Then it's Anthony. And it's Aflalo in at the shooting guard. And here's Anthony for three. That one falls through. It's his sixth make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Payton gets the bucket.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there. Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Follow against Oladipo. Here's Vucevic. It's rebounded by New York. Lopez has got 6 rebounds in the game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Oladipo, good. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Now here's Freak, covered by Payton. Vucevic with the block.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Kicks to Payton. To the inside. Takes it from 10. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 4 points this quarter.
And that's his go-to move right there in the low post.
Freak kicks to Smith. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Gordon with the screen for Oladipo. To the paint. Up off the screen. And it's laid in by Gordon.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. You look at Orlando, their season nearly over unless a form of miracle happens. And, of course, there's the Knicks, a few slots